Raymond the IVLP 2010, and I'm so excited to be here to do this because one of the few things we've gathered from the members of USGEAA is because we've been able to be so groomed, trained, and enlightened. And I'm just not alone here because we have quite a number of people across many of our spaces across Nigeria who are also joining us to mark this auspicious moment. And I also have my friend and colleague and also co-alums, Amarachi Ubani, who will be also speaking to us from Abuja. So once I'm from Lagos, because I think I'm so impressed with Abuja. I love Abuja. Amarachi, don't hate me for that. Anyway, once again, we're honored to be so hosted by the American Center, US Embassy here in Abuja. Thank you for your warm welcome. Let's quickly first listen to Amarachi and connect with her. Amarachi, good to see you, and with your signature smiles.
Hi, Sulaiman. Hello, Abuja. You cannot imagine how excited we are here in Lagos, to be part of this program. My name is Amarachi Ubani. I'm here at the American Center at the U.S. Consulate in Lagos, and we have quite a full room. Well, almost full, but Lagos and rain and traffic. We have to give room for all of that. So we're expecting more people. It's a privilege to co-host this with you, Sulaiman. I'm so happy to be doing this. And it's more important, more importantly, it is a privilege to also host Freedom 250 celebration with all our colleagues in Abuja and all the American spaces nationwide. I heard some of them, announcing the different stations here in Lagos. We are delighted, to be here. Aren't we delighted to be here? Aren't we happy to be here?
Yeah.
It's cold this morning, it's been raining, you can imagine, but we are excited. It's warm in the room though. It's not as cold as it is outside. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're having a great time in Lagos. I'm sure we'll have some hot coffee or hot tea to warm us up a bit more. I'm so happy to be here. Let's show Abuja how we do it. Can we give a thunderous round of applause? Well, back to you, Sulaiman. You can see that in Lagos we are ready. Back to you.
Okay, I'm happy about that. I will also like to let you know that in Abuja we also have that energy. So can we all give it to them?
We can't hear you.
All right, the good thing here is that we didn't waddle, we didn't come in a canoe because yes, it rained, but we came in peace here. Once again, it's a moment we've all been looking forward to. 250. We'll wake up someday, or someday history will remember us because we won't be here. It is an auspicious moment, and I am so blessed to be a part of this, just as everyone else is. I did say we're trying to play catch up in the sense that the 11 minutes being lost, so we'll see how we can do that. I'll talk less and ensure that we do more of the big deal of listening to people who will be telling us of how their lives have been changed. Many of us have interesting stories, interesting perspectives, and for the very first shock culture that some people encountered when they first arrived in the United States. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a woman who's leading us, and that is why the 250 is a moment to remember. And join us as we welcome Madam President, the President of USGEAA, Dr. Nubaya Kapura.
Mr. Please, Hayden, the Chef d'Affaires, USinNigeria, Mr. Lee McManus, Chancellor for Public Diplomacy, and over there in Abuja we have Ms. Julie McKay, the Public Affairs. Sorry, over there in Lagos, I don't know, is that a bug? So over there in Lagos we have Ms. Julie McKay, the Public Affairs Officer. Distinguished officers of the U.S. mission. We have in Abuja some of our board of trustees. The chairman of the board of the USGEAA trustees is there in Lagos. Senior alumni, we have some senior alumni here, and we also have some in the room over there. Colleagues, partners, and friends joining us from American spaces and other locations. We have some alumni joining in cities where there are no American spaces, so they had to create watch parties. So good morning, everybody. Today, as we mark the Freedom 250, we join the United States in celebrating 250 years of a bold democratic experiment built on the ideals of freedom, representative government, and the rule of law. Over 2.5 centuries, these ideals have been tested and renewed, reminding us that democracy is not a destination, but a living commitment to accountable leadership and active citizenship. We also honor 250 years of innovation and global collaboration, from the industrial age to the digital revolution and artificial intelligence. American ingenuity has reshaped how the world learns, works, and solves complex problems. So through people-to-people exchanges, these ideas have traveled into classrooms, newsrooms, boardrooms, and communities across Nigeria through programs such as the IVLP, the Humphrey Fulbright, and so on, and so many others. So across our country, alumni of these programs show that exchanges are not about travel, but transformation. They return home with broader perspectives and practical tools that they use to strengthen institutions, expand civic participation, and drive community-level impact. So through USGEAA, this energy is coordinated. Chapters and associations, that's the exchange program associations, work together to promote democratic values, support youth leadership, deepen media professionalism, and design innovative responses to local challenges. As national president, I'm proud that our alumni are working with the US mission to make Freedom 250 not only a commemoration of the past, but a commitment to the future. Our goal is to harness the collective expertise in this room and virtually, okay, and across all of our chapters, so that the next phase of US-Nigeria relations is marked by stronger institutions, greater shared prosperity, and deeper people-to-people ties. So during today's program, you will hear alumni voices reflecting on American values in action. You see how American technology are powering innovation in Nigerian communities, and you will witness the footprint of state chapters across all 6 geopolitical zones. My invitation for you all, for everybody, is simple. Let us treat this Freedom 250 moment as a call to translate our exchange experiences into tangible, measurable impact that honors 250 years of democracy and freedom and advances Nigeria's own journey toward peace, prosperity, and justice. Thank you, and welcome to the celebration of USGEAA Freedom 250.
Thank you, Madam President, and that was a very fantastic one. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you, thank you. I love that. I love that. Can we clap with that? So those joining us virtually are doing a very good job. We appreciate you all. So to further underscore the essence of this moment, respectfully invite Mr. Lee McManus, Chancellor of Public Diplomacy, to say a few words and further introduce the Charge d'Affaires.
So I'm going to be very brief. Star of the show here is with us, Mr. Keith Heffernan. But before I introduce them, I just want to say that I consider today and this assembly, as they used to say on a famous TV advertisement in the United States, these are 2 great tastes that go great together. We have US alumni and Freedom 250, America's 250th anniversary of its existence as an independent nation. So on alumni, we are grateful that today, by their own initiative, the U.S. Government Exchange Alumni Association of Nigeria, the umbrella organization of all the exchange 14,000 plus alumni associations in its membership, they have organized this event to stress both the importance of exchanges, U.S. exchanges, and there's a lot of them. And I know that you all in this room and virtually, you have so much wisdom and expertise. And then you went to the United States and you learned how those crazy Americans think about and do things themselves. And you brought back the best of that and are applying it to your own fields of expertise. So it's a really good synergy that I am appreciative of in every country that I go to, especially Nigeria. I've just been blown away by its warmth and hospitality since I've been here for 2 years. I've only had positive experiences with Nigerians, and particularly with alumni. So that's exchanges. And then I'll just share really briefly. In 1976, I was 10 years old, just coming into consciousness, more awareness of the world, and it just hit the United States by storm, the bicentennial, the 200th year of the United States. And it really drove home to me the importance of the founding fathers' values and rule of law and everything that they instilled into the Constitution. Some of those founding fathers are on our wall here in the American Center. And it made me appreciate my country as a 10-year-old that much more. And I am very thrilled to be overseas celebrating America's 250th birthday. We just had a really big bash on June 25, and all this calendar year, there's many more Freedom 250 events to come. So thank you again, U.S. Government Exchange Alumni Association of Nigeria, for organizing this event, very important event today. And with that, I'm going to introduce our charge d'affaires, Mr. Keith Heffern. He's a career member of the Senior Foreign Service with the rank of Minister Counselor. And he, before Abuja, comes to us, having most recently served as the Minister Counselor for Management at the U.S. mission to Japan. And he preceded that assignment with a tour as the Minister Counselor for Management at the U.S. missions to France and also the OECD in Paris. Then in Washington, D.C., he had many other responsible jobs, such as working as the Deputy Executive Director in the Executive Office of the Secretary of State. And he also served as Counselor for Management Affairs at the U.S. mission to Pakistan. I did an assignment there, very, very tough place to work, but he brings that expertise with him as well. And also he was the Deputy Management Counselor for Mission Germany. He also brings Africa expertise. In his past, he was in Madagascar and Gabon. Did I get that right? And he's had many other assignments, and he had a prior incarnation before the Foreign Service, working with international law firms at a prestigious law firm. So this kind of wealth of experience is let's say, not common among senior ranks, but he's bringing it here for us in Nigeria, and has provided great leadership and guidance as we work with the public in our case, but also in many other aspects in our relationship with the government of Nigeria. So with that, I will introduce and thank Mr. Keith Heffern to come to the podium.
Thank you, Lee, for that very generous introduction. And thank you for everybody for being here. It's great to be here this morning, to be a part of this for 250 years. It is remarkable. And when I look out at this audience here in the room and online, I can feel the energy and the pride. And I'm excited to learn more about your accomplishments that remind us of why the work we do in diplomacy matters, not just in the cables and the communiques, not just the summits and the statements, but the human connections that outlast any policy and transcend administration. So to the Alumni Association, thank you for organizing this event and for choosing to gather under the banner of Freedom 250. This year, the United States, as we all know, celebrates 250 years of independence, 250 years of an experiment in self-governance and liberty in the idea that people, not governments, are the source of a nation's greatness. And you, the men and women in this room and online, are living proof that those ideals travel. Through your exchange experiences, whether YALI, Fulbright, IVLP, or TechWomen, you stood in American communities, engaged in open dialogue, and witnessed the beautiful machinery of our democracy. You brought those lessons home, and today you are inspiring your communities across Nigeria. The values you encountered in the United States, the rule of law, freedom of expression, the dignity of the individual, the idea that hard work and merit should determine outcomes. These are not American inventions. They are human aspirations. America did not create them. America committed to them. And that commitment is what has made the United States a destination for curious minds from every corner of the world for 250 years. When you returned to Nigeria and applied those values in your work, you were not importing something foreign. You were reaffirming something universal. You were saying these principles work, and they work here in Nigeria too. And I can say plainly to you that the exchange programs that brought you to the United States were not charity. They were not goodwill gestures. They were strategic investments in people, in relationships, and in our shared future. This administration has been clear about the standard by which every program in the United States that we fund must be measured. Does it make America safer? Does it make America stronger? Does it make America more prosperous? I would argue that all of you represent answers to all three of those questions. And then some. Because when you returned to Nigeria with new skills, networks, and perspectives, you didn't just benefit yourselves. You strengthened ties between our two countries. You became bridges. And bridges, as any engineer will tell you, carry traffic two ways. You also embody the framework of our Freedom 250 celebrations to inspire, to ignite, and to innovate. Your UX exchange gave you new inspiration to ignite important conversations here in Nigeria, with a view to innovating new solutions. Some of you came back and built businesses, while some reformed institutions. That is the power of people-to-people diplomacy. It doesn't show up in a press release, it shows up in a community. This is what ensures that the relationship between the United States and Nigeria is not a diplomatic formality, but a living, breathing partnership. Freedom 250 is not just about looking backward, it's about looking forward to the future that we want to create for the next generation, alongside our closest partners around the world. We are living through a remarkable period in history. The world is changing rapidly, technologically, economically, geopolitically. The competition for influence, for talent, for the future is real and it is intense. In this environment, the United States has made a clear choice to lead through strength, through results, and through relationships. This administration has been direct about this. The American First foreign policy will be judged by outcomes as to whether it makes America and its partners safer, stronger, and more prosperous. America First, of course, does not mean America alone. Nigeria is a critical partner in that vision. With the largest economy in Africa, a young and dynamic population, and a democratic tradition that, despite its challenges, has shown remarkable resilience. Nigeria matters. What happens here matters to the continent, and what happens on the continent matters to the world. You, as exchange alumni, are a part of the architecture of that partnership. You are not bystanders to history. You are participants in it. Your example is the most powerful recruitment tool we have. Your success is the argument for why more Nigerians should choose to partner with the United States in business, technology, and agriculture, and of course, the creative economy. So keep building, keep leading, keep showing strength through diversity. As I close, I'd like to say thank you for doing all the hard work of learning, of adapting, and putting what you learn to use. And thank you for staying connected to each other, to the mission, and to the relationship between our two countries. The United States is proud to call you fellows. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for those inspiring events. There's anything to take home. It is the beautiful statement I picked, and it says, America first does not mean America alone. Nigeria matters. Around because even though we were celebrating, I remember that explains some of the few, issues and the brouhaha that trended some time ago. Anyway, America first does not mean America alone. At this point in time, Lagos looks ready, and I'll be so excited to move over to Lagos, where Amarachi and her team is standing by to tell us pretty much more about some of those inspiring highlights you both have just told us. It's refreshing to note that His Excellency was also in Pakistan, and there's no walk in the park, if you understand, any diplomat having gone to Pakistan. So I'll say being in Nigeria now seems more like a holiday, a relaxation. So as we relax, let's go to Lagos and see what Amarachi has for us. Over to you, Amarachi.
Thank you, Sulaiman, and thank you to all the American spaces across the nation. And for those who are at, spaces that are being merged because they couldn't make it to particular American spaces. So this segment, we're going to be showcasing a short clip that captures in brief one major project, the number of beneficiaries reached, and future plans for chapters nationwide, demonstrating, of course, USGEA's nationwide footprint and collective impact. I think we're ready. Let's see the video.
People with one song, with one voice, we're a nation undivided and poised. We will take a stand and build our land in faith to defend what is ours. Here we are as a people with one heart for one cause. We're determined to rebuild and restore. Where freedom rise and truth prevails. Our land where there's hope for us all. Our land where there's hope for us all. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll and for generations to come. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun.
Did you all see yourselves in the video? Did you all see yourselves? All of the wonderful projects that USGEAA alumni have been doing. It is amazing work, amazing work. I mean, impacting lives. This is what it's all about, isn't it? This is what USGEAA is all about. It's not just to go to the US and come back. It's to implement that knowledge, use it, make communities better, impact lives, create education, you know, just give skills and all of that. That's what USGEAA is about. Thank you all so much. A round of applause again for Lagos. I would just want to acknowledge as well all of the American centers across the nation. We know there are 36 of them, but we also want to shout out to a few of them. So if you are in the Northwest, let's hear you. If you're in the Northwest, just give us a shout. Could you open their audio so we can hear them? I can see them clapping, but there's there we go. Okay. Great, thank you. Northeast, anyone in the Northeast, perhaps? By geopolitical zones, because I know we can't call all the states in Nigeria right now, so I will go by geopolitical zones. Northwest, Northeast, okay, North Central. Anyone in the North Central? That would be Abuja. That would be Abuja. Okay, let's come further down. Southwest. In case you are wanting to make us, by the way, representing all of the Southeast as well. Southeast, anyone that I saw in Uruguay. Come on, you guys make some noise now. Make some noise. Let's know you're there. Okay, I saw it in oh great. We have a quiet. Oh, we can see Delta. You see Delta as well. South. Sorry. We're coming to you now. We're coming to you. So south. Please make some noise. South. They tried. Don't worry, we're here representing you all. Thank you all very much. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for all the hard work that you put into, what you do. I guess I will toss it back now to Sulaiman, because he's supposed to help us to reflect on what lies ahead and to chart the national way forward for the USGEAA. Sulaiman, I hope you heard Lagos. We're here representing the Southwest. Just want you to know that we make more noise in Abuja. We're very active here for USGEAA. Thank you.
I know you were trying to hide Lagos there. Did you all notice when they said Southwest for a bit, Lagos forgot it was Southwest? And she now said, yeah, Lagos now. So I understand, traffic, everything can make you sometimes blank out, but they're all the same. Congratulations to all of that, all of us. Those fantastic programs and events are the noble, and I want to say congratulations to everyone. As His Excellency, the Chancellor has said, the partnership has actually been fruitful, and that's what we're saying. We've seen the leaders across the room and even across Nigeria I'd like to especially, with your permission, recognize the Director General, Abika Dagrena, of all lots, urban migration, and so many things for the girl, child, and women. She's been a lawmaker for the National Assembly, lawmaking, a journalist. Today, she's a proud alum. So, want to say congratulations to all of us. So, quickly, we wouldn't take the CDA's time because we know he's busy, even though he's not in Pakistan. I will rub that in because at least I'm happy that at least I can get out of my car, I can drive, I can move freely. This is the time for us to have some photo session with him so that he can actually leave. So please, I'd like to invite the Charge of Affairs, the U.S. mission officials, the USGEAA National Executive Council, and other panelists to please come up so that we can do our photo session before he leaves us, so that we can continue with our programs. So far, so good. If I look at the time, it's exactly 11:45, and if you look at your schedule, it's 11:45. I did say we were going to play catch-up, and now we have been able to win 11 minutes lost. So let's quickly do this, and so that we can run with the next program. So we always say for the we'll move the podium.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so Sulaiman, I'd like to mention that we in Lagos will also be taking our pictures here. We have everybody in this room is very important. I have to tell you, everyone is carrying some title on their shoulders, so they're all like really important people. But I will start with the person who's hosting us here, representing the Consul General. That will be the Deputy Public Affairs Officer, Casey Bonfield, who is here in Lagos. And enjoying our program today. Thank you, Casey. We're happy that you're here. And all the other US consulate officials. I see Shekinah, I see Temitayo, a few other, yes, I also see you too. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. And Ayo, who's behind the scenes.
Okay.
And then,
the National Executive Council was.
all right, so Sulaiman, we also still have some other people here. We have Uncle Sonny Rabo. Do you have it, Uncle Sonny Rabo in Abuja? Uncle Sonny Rabo here in Lagos, representing the Southwest is here. We have our celebrity string. That's what I like to call her. Mimuna Kadiri, she's also here. We also have, you will not believe it, Sulaiman, but I have a really big fish here in our midst. And let me just clear my throat. I make this announcement because thank you. Do I have all of your support?
Not possible. It's not me.
Okay, so we apologize for that brief interruption. And it's your muted. No, it's not. I'm still muted.
No, continue.
Okay, all right. So we also have. I was going to introduce a big fish, but sometimes the elements just act up when we're going to introduce someone big. They say when a masquerade is about to be introduced, sometimes the earth shakes. There'll be thunder, there'll be lightning, and all of that. And that's what is happening here in Lagos. I have with us in our midst my own boss, but you all know him as Mr. John Momo. We know him as chairman. Yeah. Mr. John Momo. I also want to recognize all USGEAA presidents, all of the fellowship presidents currently serving and past. Yes. Please wave your hand so that they know you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so these are all the special people that we have in our midst. We should also take our pictures now. We should also take our pictures. Yeah. So I guess we'll have to evacuate some places in the front. So that I organize those.
Portugal.
So we can take our pictures. Yes. And
We'll
all the
arrange the place. Just give us a few minutes.
All right, so as Abuja and Lagos are taking pictures, we also encourage all of the US American spaces, all the American spaces, please also organize to take your pictures as well. As many people are there, please take your pictures, take your group pictures. We know we have to commemorate this, so please do it as quickly as possible. I'm hoping you can all hear me, even though we can't hear outside, so please take your pictures as well. All of the American space in all taking pictures as well.
Good. Now snap it.
Okay, so well, I think it stopped raining outside, so it will become a little warmer inside. You know, the place so that we can all. Are you giving us a special corner to take the pictures, or are you arranging visas for all of us?
Hello. Sorry, all chapters are also expected to take their pictures right now.
I would like to thank the Charge of Affairs for his time with us. And want to also thank you all for being such nice company. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? We've also been able to manage time, all thanks to Lagos, Abuja, and to all American spaces across Nigeria.
Sorry, sir.
This. Can you hear me?
We're hearing you, but I'm the only one in the room.
Okay, then.
They've gone to take photograph. They will be back in 2 minutes.
All right. Thank you very much.
So sorry.
No, that's fine. Appreciate it. So while we wait for them, it's quite an interesting moment, because the thing here is that usually, time wasting is something that bothers me, whatever you say, and it is one of the most interesting things we've been able to learn here. There's a lot of cutaways, a lot of things. So sometimes show off this. People want to show off. Yes. So we're waiting for Lagos.
Do we want to? People want to grab their.
I think we should just wait. Yes. You know, like snack, food, refreshments. Causes confusion, commotion.
I feel like maybe, but I also feel like people usually expect it and want to eat it during.
Are we hungry? Don't be ashamed. Not at all.
Not at all? Okay, so I guess people.
Okay. So, all right. So thank you very much. So we were able to get about 5 minutes, but now we're waiting for Lagos. As soon as they come, we have about 2 panel sessions. Yeah. So while we wait for Lagos, can our panelists be seated? Moyo and the panelists, can we just come this way? Caroline, you're the second panel, so yeah, you sit. Then who's the second person? No, that's okay. I thought it would be gentleman.
Yeah, he's the first one. He's only the first one.
Okay, on the first with them in Lagos.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can sit. Sorry.
No, it's not.
What's your name, sir? John. Ah, you're the one who's everybody has been strongly to call it today. I don't know why they stuck down on that. So it again, John one. What is that?
Can you
Okay, Amarachi, I see you're set. Looks like your photo session is over. So, can you hear me, Amarachi? Looks like she's on mute. We can't hear her.
You're muted. The Lagos Center is muted.
Okay, so we are here. We had a wonderful photo session. We had lots of fun doing it.
Amarachi, with the 6 minutes we gained, we lost it because of
Council, this is Emergency Guard Post 1. I'll be conducting a test of the emergency notification system for all alarms to further notice.
Are we safe?
Here is the duck cover alarm.
2 minutes.
We are.
Just test.
Duck and cover. Get away from the window.
To my
Really?
I was asking if it was safe.
No, we are safe. We are safe.
Duck and cover. Get away from the window. Take cover and await further instructions.
What's a security drill?
When you hear this alarm, immediately get down and move away from the windows and open spaces. Then await further instructions from security personnel.
Everybody make una die.
The next alarm you will hear is the evacuation alarm, which sounds like this.
Secure all classified. Close doors and evacuate the building using the nearest exit.
Ours is on Monday.
Close doors and evacuate the building using the nearest exit. Secure all classified. Close doors and evacuate the building using the nearest exit. Secure all classified. Close doors and evacuate the building using the nearest exit.
When you hear this alarm, secure all sensitive material and await further instructions from security personnel. The last alarm you will hear is the safe haven alarm, which sounds like this.
Move to the safe areas. Move to the safe areas. Move to the safe areas.
Come to use the window.
Designated safe haven.
That's my request to you.
Await further instructions from security personnel.
I guess you don't have to worry about that here. There are no windows.
You had any alarm, just contact the regional security office and regard all further alarms as actual. I repeat, regard all further alarms as actual. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you. Sulaiman, you can continue now. We're done with our drill. Sulaiman, you can continue now. We're done with our drill. You know, this is how you know you're in America.
I think you're done. Yeah, I think so. It's still there.
He's not here.
Yeah, they're not here. Can you
Okay,
hear me now?
yeah, I can. So Marachi, I think
Yeah.
we'll just hand over to you now so that we can start the first panel session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sulaiman. I was saying that this is how you know you're in America. You have regular security drills. Some people were talking about, moving to some spaces, but we're all safe here. So let's move on now into our panel session, Alumni Voices on American Values in Action. This conversation highlights how exchange alumni are translating American values into practical leadership and community impact across Nigeria. I am so delighted to introduce our moderator, a former IVLP president, by the way. She doesn't like being called that, but she was a fantastic president, Princess Adetun Tade, and our other distinguished panelists, Dr. Kathy Kafaya Chepao, the celebrity dancer, and Mr. John Babadara. Take it from here.
Thank you. Good morning once again, distinguished guests. Okay, you can join me. Just join me, sir. Then we'll do the introduction. Like she said, it's only in Lagos you have Humphrey. In Abuja, you can only watch him from,
No, that one anywhere.
It's in Lagos,
I'm in Abuja tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us. Now, I'm sure because a lot of us are, members of the alumni. I'm sure you'll agree with me that the strength and the beauty of the exchange program is not in traveling up. I mean, people travel every now and then. Sometimes, like Dr. May, now you don't even know where she's living, either inside the plane or on land. So people travel out. But the beauty and the strength and the power of the exchange program is in the ability to transform perspectives. When you go, you return, you are not the same person. It's the ability to build leadership capacity, the ability to create lifelong partnerships with people that you meet, and also in the ability to inspire action and change when we return, which a lot of us have done
both as individuals and as a group. So on this panel session today, we have different people, different exchange program, whose work, just like a lot of us, is making positive impact across our great nation, Nigeria. Also want to explore, American values like leadership, like innovation, like service, like volunteerism, and see how this is making positive impact across the globe. When you are 80, 90, you are two people. That's ancestry. That's a lot. That's deep. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
Stability is not easy to come by. So it's my pleasure once again to welcome you to Alumni Voices on American Values in Action. So I have three guests on this panel session. One is here with me, the other person is in Abuja, and the other person will join us via a video. So it's my pleasure to introduce the first person. I think the best thing is for him to introduce himself.
Well, I'm almost Sonny Rabo, short for Sonny, and I'm a 1986 recipient. Everybody keeps saying that I'm an ancestor, and I think I am. Because I've not seen anyone yet that will precede me, even though there are so many of them. But anyway, I'm glad to be here.
That's 40 years. Yes. Young people, respect your ancestors. Mr. Babadara from Abuja, can we meet you, please?
Thank you very much. It's an honor and privilege to be here before everyone and to share the podium with our ancestor, Mr. Sonny. My name is John Blessing Babadara. I am over Humphrey Fellow from 2022 to 2023, and I work in agriculture and food sector. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Babadara, and thank you for respecting the ancestor. We shall live long. Now, my first question goes to Mr. Sonny. We call him Uncle Sonny. So before we add ancestor Sonny, let's go back. Sorry. As a respected media professional, what American value or practice from your exchange experience has most influenced your work in journalism and public communication?
Well, I can say categorically that I was one of the first to start the talk show, the call-in talk show. And I got the idea from Larry King in 1986. So it was there I came back a year later, we started Radio Link. It was a military government, if you remember. And it wasn't a very popular thing to see or hear anybody, expect you to talk to the leadership, military leadership at the time. And cut a long story short, it was novel, it was bold, and I was detained for 9 hours. That was how unique it was. Yes.
Okay, so like we talked about, the exchange program inspiring action when we get back. So that actually inspired you.
Yeah,
and you took
Larry King was my first idea. I got the idea from Larry King, and then I came to Nigeria. Khalifa Baba Ahmed said, no, it wouldn't fly. And I pushed. Then he said, okay, the first thing he could do was he would be the first person to present the program. I said, okay. He said, I should produce. I said, all right, no problem. After one Saturday edition, he changed his mind. He said, come on, carry your work.
That's fantastic. And we underline the fact that this idea came from your exchange program experience. That's really wonderful. My next question goes to Mr. Babadara in Abuja. Exchange program often expose participants to new ways of solving community challenges. Can you share one particular idea you brought back that has positively impacted your work, and community?
Oh, thank you very much. So, observing how the Americans take ownership of problems in their community and solve these problems. Further energizes me when I go back to Nigeria to see some of the issues that we talk about a lot in the agriculture sector. That's things that people like me need to take ownership, double down, and then solve this problem. So since I got back, I work with Cornell Agritech in New York, a world-class food innovation hub. And some of the work I did there has been translated to how we address post-harvest loss in Nigerian agriculture sector in Nigeria. This is a place whereby people deploy simple innovations. It's called a frugal innovation that does not necessarily cost so much, where you don't need a very high-tech technology to solve everyday problem for farmers in Nigeria. And that's what it brings since 2023.
Oh, that's fantastic. Because without affecting the change from the community level at the national level, we're joking. So before we go to the next question, we'll take a short video from Dr. Kafi on creativity and entrepreneurship. Let's see how the exchange experience has strengthened our belief in the power of the creative economy. And Dr. Kafi is somebody we all know.
Popularly. Hey there, my name is Dr. Kafayat Oluwatoyin Shafal, popularly known as Kafi, and as a proud member of the United States Government Exchange Alumni Association of Nigeria, I am deeply honored to add my voice to this moment as the United States celebrates 250 years of independence. My IVLP experience is one of the most mind-expanding experiences of my life because I was in a program that focused on global economic cooperation, emerging markets and financial systems, and generally how the global economy affects communities and small businesses. And I'm like, it's easy on the surface to say, what is a dancer doing here? How can I convert that to my industry? And this program expanded my mind, actually validated the journey that I've been on for over 2 decades on the potential of the creative sector. Because creativity is employment, creativity is trade, creativity is a bridge, a bridge between two nations, and this program was a proof of concept to what it is that I have been on, I stand for, and most importantly, it held my hand to expand the vision even further, to build my capacity as a leader, change my scope of what is needed, systems that I need to develop, opportunities that I need to harness and convert to tangible infrastructure that the creative industry can embody in order to make it thrive. Because I have been speaking for the value proposition of the creative sector for decades, and this program positioned me in a manner that I deserve for the vision and mission that I carry. So I want to say thank you for investing in creative industry, investing in me, and being a benefactor of such initiative through the United States government. And I'm here in the United States expanding my business, creating opportunities, and looking forward to how much more cultural international exchange can occur for my sector. The United States has played a meaningful role in my journey personally and professionally, and it has given me access to systems, conversations, network, opportunities that continue to affect the way I think, lead, build, and serve. I want to say thank you to the U.S. Mission Nigeria, Department of State, World Learning, IVLP, and USGEAA for investing and believing in people like me and proving that exchange programs do not end after the trip. Right now, I am a proud business owner in Nigeria and in the United States, exploring, expanding, and granting more opportunities with systems that work. I celebrate the United States at 250 and the power of exchange, partnership, and shared possibility. Thank you for all you do for the entertainment and creative industry. Thank you for all you've done for me. And I'm signing out saying happy anniversary all the way from Lagos, Badore Aja, Nigeria. to Aubrey, Dallas, Texas, United States of America. Thank you.
Wow, that was really, really beautiful. And like she said, she's changed, she's transformed. And that's the story of a lot of us here. We've done things that we never thought we'd be able to do in years to come. So thank you once again, United States. Now, my next question goes to both panelists here with us. Now, the US government continues to prioritize entrepreneurship, innovation, youth engagement, civic participation, and economic opportunity. So which of these priorities resonates mostly and strongly with your work, and why is it so? Yes, Uncle Sonny first.
Okay. I should say that as a media practitioner, it gave me the courage to speak truth to power. And that was really very difficult assignment. Any media practitioner here would agree with me, and no matter how bold it is, if the government does not listen to you, you won't get anywhere. However, it is now showing that people are beginning to resonate stronger, more with the fact that information comes out and they hear it, and they're able to discern the truth, and then hear the politicians, excuse my language, say their own version of the truth. But boldness, that's what I got from being a media person. From the US IVLP. It was.
Yes, IVLP. Let's underline.
I'm very proud of it.
Oh, so proud. Sometimes they say we are arrogant. Okay. Mr. Babadara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you. So, for somebody who works in agricultural rural communities across Nigeria, one common picture you get to see every day is the picture of poverty, sign of like a little bit of hopelessness here and there, people trying to find ways to escape. And I won't bother you with the Nigerian poverty statistics, we all know this. So entrepreneurship and innovation resonates so much with me. And that has been the pillar of the work that I do. I strongly believe that entrepreneurship and innovation are meaningful ways for us to expand creative ideas that really solve real world problems. I do not believe in that. That's no one. We need to support people with entrepreneurship opportunity for them to create things, maximize their potentials. And that was why I founded TechWomen. And we create enterprising solutions to post-harvest losses in the Nigerian agricultural value chain. I believe strongly in you making things that people want to buy because it addresses the need or it solves the problem for them. And that in this exchange of values is one of the ways we can address poverty. And that's what my work has focused on. And if you study the American system very well, Americans love entrepreneurship, innovation. Think about the solutions to darkness, electricity, mobility, cars. Even recently AI, it is more around the talk of how do we take this innovation and then create more opportunities across all industries and sectors. So this is what we do at TechWomen. I mean, this is one of the things that the exchange program has further emphasized for me. More entrepreneurship. And when we do this correctly, we attract more youth and expand socioeconomic opportunities across communities, different structures of our society. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Well, let me come back to you again, Mr. Baba. If you had just 1 minute to explain the value of the exchange program to a young Nigerian who has never traveled outside the country, what would you say?
Very good question. So I'll say this, that the US exchange program is a life-changing gift of the American people to us, and it has the power to both transform your life on the individual level, and also to create a ripple effect even to the communities. So it's one opportunity that if you take and maximize it, it can change your life and also affect people in your circle of influence. Let me tell you this. I came back to Nigeria since 2023. Till today, I still maintain close relationship with my contacts in the Americas. Last year, 2 American professors from Cornell came to Nigeria with 4 students, and we did extensive work creating a national strategy for digital agriculture innovation in Nigeria. So
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
that's very life-changing.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Babadara. On a final note, let me come to you, Uncle Sonny, with due respect to our ancestors. What impact are you most proud of since returning from your exchange program? Now, let me add 40 years ago.
Well, the impact will be that I saw every decade there was a transformation. And I started Radio Link in 1987. In 1996, I started Sunny Rabo Live.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing since that time. I've passed through 4 TV stations on SIL, except Channels TV is not No, he hasn't left. He just went to pay what. So, but I want to say that in all of those decades and generational changes, I saw the media change the landscape. Now we have what you call social media. Wahala has come to town because nobody can control social media. No matter what you try to say or do, the young man or woman is in charge of her own information management. That's what Sonny Rabola is proud to say, I'm transforming, but I'm also getting old. So I'll hand over to young ones, and I think I have one mentee here, Mukoso. She came with me, so she's seeing this as we speak. Yes, there she is. So please give her a round of applause. So I'm trying to hand.
Okay, that's fantastic, because I was just told that a message came in from Oshogo that Chief Jim O'Brien said he went on IVLP in 1975. And all that. Well, I'm sure we all agree that this exchange program is not just about traveling, like we said at the beginning. It's about impact, and we really want to appreciate the United States of foreign influence so that we can keep foreign. Once again, happy to see the ambassador. We appreciate you, and once again, let's appreciate our panel. The celebration continues, the program continues. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to our moderator, Ade, and to all our panelists, Uncle Sonny, Dr. Kathy, who sent in her video, and to Mr. John with the law farmers week. So I am going to hand over to Sulaiman now, Abuja. I don't know if your conversations can top what we had here in Lagos, but we will see. We will see, won't we? So these voices that we've heard today remind us of how leadership, service, and collaboration can transform communities in Nigeria. Sulaiman, you and your panelists are going to help us explore the role of technology and innovation in dealing this. On to you. Please take us into the American Tech and Innovation Spotlight from the American Center in Abuja.
Well, thank you very much, Amarachi. And what interests me the most here is that my moderator is someone who is groomed in the art of conducting such interviews. So you already have stolen about 5 minutes of our time. a bit. I'll see if Moria will help me gain that 5 minutes back. I'm right, you know what I'm talking about. It's a live show. We have it. 5 minutes has been taken by you, and my chairman, my life chairman and mentor, Dr. John Momo, will actually ask you, how did you let that slip? Could have been, he's watching you and I. Yes, he's watching us. Anyway, thank you, Marachi. John Babadar, thank you. You've been able to tell us something that the Japa syndrome is fake, because you went, you came, and you're impacting lives here. Well done. And for IVLP, Adetun said they are arrogant. They are, apart from me. So at this point in time, building on the experiences we've heard from everyone, to spotlight more about the American tech and innovation. Today, life is so easy for many of us. AI or no AI, if you think you don't like AI, trying to drive a stick drive. We know what I call the manual car, and you understand what AI does for you. So ladies and gentlemen, join us as we welcome Moya Thomas of TVC News here in Abuja, and IVLP Alumni of 2023. Our panelists will be joining her, Dr. Caroline Seaman, TechWomen 2017, keep clapping, and Damilola Soles, MWF 2015, Lagos. She's joining us from Lagos, right? So let's start.
I don't know, is my voice loud enough?
No, we can hear you, but I can give you the handheld mic. Don't worry, sit down.
Thank you. Thank you for being a gentleman. He has rightly introduced me. My name is Moyo Thomas, and I have with me Dr. Damilola, Dr. Caroline, yes, and I have in Lagos Mrs. Damilola. Yes, hello to you. How are you doing today?
Very good.
Okay, good. We have good audio. So we'll be talking about AI innovation, and just as Mr. Babadara said, Americans love innovation because innovation is the background for any development. We all know that. And so we'll be talking about how American tech and innovation and the context has helped America and what we in this part of the world can gain from it. So I know, Mrs. Caroline, you've done, Dr. Caroline, you've done some work in the social entrepreneur, you're a tech evangelist, and our animator in Lagos is also in the children's space. She does animation for children, but I will allow you to do the introduction so that I don't miss anything out. It's not working. Hello. Okay, yeah, this is better. So artificial intelligence has rapidly become one of the most transformative technologies of our time. How are tools such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Cloud, and AI platforms changing? Let me start with you introducing yourself. Tell us what you do in this space, and then I'll go to her. So she will tell us, introduce herself and tell us what she does.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Caroline Seaman. I am the president of the TechWomen Alumni Association, a very proud one of that. And also a creative director of Girl Voices Initiative. It's a non-profit where we target adolescent girls and young women with education about their rights, and also provide them with skills in technology and digital media so they can target policymakers and other influencers in their lives with advocacy about issues affecting them, leveraging technical tools that help them reach wide audiences beyond their reach at their age. Yes, excited to really delve into the topic today. Okay, so Mrs. Samuel, can you please introduce yourself in 30 seconds?
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Dami Sholesi. For the last 15 years, I run Smith Animation Studios. We're very passionate about kids content and telling African stories. And we also produce a lot of content brands globally, and we're very excited about the work that we've done. We have a team of 20 passionate artists and designers who are very passionate about bringing African content basically to the world. So we have projects like Hadu, which is an award-winning short film that has been to about 30 plus festivals and has won Best Animation in 8 of those. And then we have our flagship program, Keko Africa, that's currently on YouTube now, and it's been received very widely. So I'm very excited to be here. I'm Mandela Washington Fellow 2015, as I was introduced, and thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you're both you are in the children girls advocacy. She is also in the children's space. So you can tell us a lot about the impact on education. So my first prompt to you, artificial intelligence has rapidly become one of the most transformative technologies of our time that we cannot doubt. How has tools such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and other AI platforms built by American companies changing education, research, business, and productivity in Nigeria? Just tell us from your experience how this has happened.
I'll do my best to make this as short as possible.
Exactly.
So much is happening, indeed. The whole space is revolutionized thanks to artificial intelligence. The way we research is different now. Researchers are able to function faster, they're able to cover such a massive reach in terms of what they want to find out, what they want, how they want to articulate that, how they want to connect the dots in terms of the findings from their research. We're also seeing a lot of transformation in the health space. So much has come into the health space. Health tech is really the in thing now, connecting artificial tools to really build, improve diagnostics, help connect. We have a fellow within the TechWomen space who works in that space, who is currently exploring how to use technology to connect oncologists, because we have really limited oncologists in Nigeria who are providing care in cancer, and they are connecting them through technology, leveraging existing general practitioners in different states where it's difficult to have even one oncologist in the state. They're able to actually have virtual consultation with patients in different states, provide guidance so that the consultant, the general practitioner in the states, can actually be sort of an intermediary between the patient and the oncologist specialist. So much is happening. We close the gap in countries like Nigeria where we have such significant gap. Prabhadar has talked about agriculture. We're seeing so much, even in the startup space. Fintech is really big in Nigeria today. We're seeing real advancements, just like Daniel will speak about, even in the creative economy, where we're seeing a lot of connection of artificial intelligence improving how we're producing animation, how we're producing even everyday content. So much is happening in this space. People are learning to work smarter, faster, and really expand their reach to ensure that the impact is significant across the board. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Damilola, I know you have done a lot in the education sector too. Can you tell us how you're using these innovations to impact children through your animation?
Thank you so much for the question. I think to speak broadly about American technologies, I would say I'm a product of American technologies, starting from being a little child and watching Disney back then on VHS tapes, to even being inspired to want to come into animation. I remember my decision to come into animation was because I saw a Pixar film when I was in secondary school, actually. And the journey from there, from the tools that we use, from Adobe Suits and the likes, is just looking at that transformation that we've had over the years in our space. And now, yes, AI is here to stay in our space. But I think more importantly, in the creative sector, we're still figuring out how those tools can be effective. But again, for me, and when it comes to technology, my stand is always, how can technology make our lives better? And we've seen evidence in that in so many ways, ensuring that we're able to see how technology can actually truly improve our lives and make things better, make things faster, and make things more accessible. And I think that's one of the conversations we're trying to have, is how do we ensure that we are able to create value? One of the things that can help us do that is technology.
Thank you. I know one thing that's also important is ensuring that our schools, universities, and other lower schools can prepare young Nigerians to know how to use this AI. And I'm glad Mrs. Damilola is doing a lot in training other people, women, particularly in knowing how to use animation for these purposes. And AI plays a central role, just as she said. So we see AI tools reshaping learning, decision making, and productivity. And we also hear that our education system must equip young Nigerians with both technical skills and ethical awareness to thrive in this new landscape. So I'll also put my question to you, Mrs. Solesi, Mrs. Damilola. As a leader in technology and innovation, what opportunities do you believe young Nigerians should be paying closer attention to in today's digital economy? And how can they practically leverage platforms like Google, Microsoft, Meta, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and other low-cost tools for business growth, even when they don't have significant capital?
Thank you so much for the question. I think we're living in some of the best eras ever. Talent is abundant. The opportunity is what sometimes fast leverage. And I think technology has come to provide that leverage for us in technology. I think with children, with young people around the world, I think it's important for them to be able to build the skills that they require. You mentioned a few platforms like Google, a few platforms like YouTube. I think right now, more than ever, it's easy for us to be able to learn the skills that we want to learn, whatever those skills might possibly be online, and to be able to even showcase whatever it is that we're doing. As somebody in the creative sector, beyond just what I say, what people want to do is what are the works that I can do? How am I able to leverage technologies that I currently use? And building a portfolio online has never been easy through all the social media platforms we have, through the YouTube channels that I've mentioned much earlier. I think for a young person right now out there hasn't been a better time. It is for us to be able to sit down, learn the skills that we need to learn. I'm someone who fondly says from the University of Beauty was where I learned animation, because I'm self-taught in animation. I studied computer science in university, but I knew I wanted to do animation. And through tutorials upon tutorials, I was able to build the studio we built and start to do even trainings for so I think it's important for us. Right now, we have the opportunity, we have the access in our hands, is to be able to sit down, learn with the tools that you need to learn, and then you also have the opportunity to be able to broadcast and meet people wherever it is you can. We're currently working on a project now with a US client that we met on LinkedIn. So that's again another US platform that is helping to connect opportunities globally. So I think it's important for young people to put ourselves out there, to first learn the skills that we need to learn, but more importantly, to put ourselves out there and see what opportunities we can possibly.
Thank you very much. That I think you keep the learn the skills. That's the first part. This question is really important, and I want to put it to you, Mr. Seaman, Dr. Seaman. We know technology creates opportunity, but it also creates risk. In one key example, what concerns should we have regarding misinformation, privacy, cybersecurity, or responsible AI use? 10 seconds.
It's very key. There's so much focus around building the tools, grabbing on the trending tools, being able to use them. But we're also trying to really educate people to understand that risks are connected to this. Just like our ancestors said, it's difficult to moderate people on social media. And then artificial intelligence has come to, we call it the great equalizer today. It has completely changed the game. So we really need to help people understand that you need to build the skills, but also build the tools that help you to know how to use the tools effectively, safely, and also ethically, because we really want to make sure that we're taking all the good and leaving out the bad, and making sure that everybody is leveraging this.
Right. Thank you so much. Anybody, that is the word I think we would wrap this segment with, because Alida gave me the assignment of gaining 5 minutes, but I guess we're very close to that. But I will quickly close with this before we go. Today's conversation has shown that technology is not simply about devices or software. It is about solving problems, creating opportunities, improving lives, and shaping the future. As alumni and development leaders, we all have a role to play in ensuring that innovation remains a force for equity, prosperity, and national development. Thank you to our distinguished panelists and everyone joining us across Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Moyo. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Sholesi. I will still play my catch-up I will do it. Time lost, we will gain it. Am I right? To just watch. We will leave here 1 p.m. Join us as we call on our distinguished public diplomacy councillor, Lee McManus, to give us his closing remark before he leaves us.
So just impromptu, not remarks, but again, expression of gratitude before I have to leave. And so I'll leave you with 2 of like dozens and dozens of phrases, idioms, expressions that my mother used on me and my upbringing. And I'll tell you why I think they're pertinent to this group that's here today. One of which is good intentions pave the way to hell. You know that one? Okay. Maybe every other week or every other day she would say that to me. And the other one was plan your work and work your plan. So that is instilled in me decades later, but working over the years of my career with the U.S. Foreign Service, I've noticed alumni, and particularly here in Nigeria, you guys have the hustle, you have the drive, you don't have intentions, you have action, and you guys actually follow through. So yeah, round of applause for yourselves. And then, I mean, you really do, but you do it strategically. When you plan your work, you work the plan. So I leave you again with thanks to USGEAA for organizing this, all the alumni associations related to our 14,000 plus alumni, some of whom the representatives spoke with us today. And I know you'll stay in touch, and we'll stay in touch with you. We'd love to hear what you're doing, and when it makes sense to partner with us or vice versa, we are here for you. And thank you so much. I'll see you next time.
Thank you very much. That is quickly here, but Moya, I think it's about time we made a correction, and that's Sonia Rabo is no longer ancestral. We have someone who is 90% of mine. So Sonia Rabo is a Gen Z. Please join me as I welcome Judy McKay, the Public Affairs Officer for her brief remarks. She's been later, Amarachi, and the Public Affairs.
Hello, everybody. I just want to echo what Lee said just now. Thank you to everyone. We need to thank the National Association that has the longest acronym I've ever seen. The U.S. Government Exchange Alumni Association of Nigeria. Thank you for organizing this. Thank you for even forming as the groups. I know we haven't always had a national association, so it took a while. Thank you to all of you who are part of that. Thank you to the state chapters. I understand there are 47 different locations that are tuning in today. Thank you to the planning committee, to the state chapters. It's no small feat to get everybody together. I think I've said it before and I'll say it again. What country has the best alumni? Nigeria. More than 13,000 of you. Whether you're in Maiduguri, Calabar, here in Lagos, in Abuja, Jos, Oshogbo, I'm not going to list 47 places. It's everywhere I've traveled here in Nigeria. The alumni. I wanted to say not only about Lagos or any other place, Abuja as well. The alumni are the most active, engaged, talented, professional. I've never seen anything like it in my whole career, and it is a pleasure to be able to work alongside you. There's no better way to celebrate our 250th anniversary of independence than with you all. You guys are the bridge that brings the United States and Nigeria together. Keep doing the great work that you're doing. It's great to see, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sure I forgot to thank somebody. We all really appreciate you so much. So I'll pass it back.
Thank you very much, Jenna McKay. Let's quickly call another, I think the men. How many men do we have today speaking here? I do not know. But again, let's call on Madam President again, Nusa Dukura. Closing moment. A round of applause is not big enough. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, this has been great. So distinguished guests, alumni, partners, friends, as we conclude this Freedom 250 celebration, I invite us to briefly reflect on what today has shown and where we must go from here. You know, first, today has underlined the power of collaboration. Across Abuja, Lagos, American spaces nationwide, and other locations, we have seen alumni from diverse programs and sectors. Don't mind that the IVL people seem to be shouting more. But I belong to everybody, okay? So we don't want to take on that challenge, you know, and follow suit with the IVLP. But actually, the IVLP is the oldest exchange program since the 40s. Wow. Yes. Followed by the Fulbright. Yes, that's yes. So we have seen alumni from diverse programs, you know, and sectors unite around shared democratic values and national development. With a network of over 14,000 alumni, our impact multiplies when we act together. Yes. Across chapters, across associations, and in close collaboration with the US mission. So second, our conversations have highlighted the role of alumni in national building and national development and bridge building. And the CDA also talked about the bridge building, where the bridges, and Julie McKay, hi Julie, you know, she talked about the bridge. Awesome. So we've heard a lot of that in the stories. So in a world facing complex challenges, exchange alumni are uniquely placed to model dialogue, trust, and constructive engagement in governance, education, business, health, media, and civil society. We must continue to be that bridge between institutions and communities, and between citizens and leaders. Third, we have seen how innovation, especially American technology and ideas, is being applied in real Nigerian contexts. From
we also have documentary testimonials for us to watch. And next I want to go.
From AI in classrooms and research. So, all right, thank you. So third, we have innovation, so I don't go too far. So from AI in classrooms and research to digital platforms, powering entrepreneurship, media, and civic campaigns, our alumni are not just consumers of technology. We are co-creators of solutions. So USGEAA will continue to champion responsible innovation that expands opportunity, reduces inequality, and keeps development both sustainable and human-centered. The machines are not going to take over. We're going to, so it has to be both, yes, because the machines cannot operate by themselves. They need the human element. Yes. So fourth, Freedom 250 has reaffirmed our obligation to civic responsibility. Exchange programs have invested in us as leaders. In return, we must invest in our communities by strengthening institutions, broadening participation, and standing firm for transparency, accountability, and public service wherever we serve, in government, civil society, business, media, or academia. Our alumni community must remain a positive force that reminds citizens to engage constructively, and leaders that power is a trust, not a privilege. So looking ahead, USGEAA will document and amplify these efforts through the Freedom 250 Impact Report. capturing how alumni across all 6 geopolitical zones advance democracy, peace building, innovation, civic education, and community development. This report will be both a record and a roadmap, showcasing models we can replicate, gaps we must address, and opportunities for deeper collaboration beyond the 250th anniversary. My charge to us is simple. Let Freedom 250 be more than a milestone. Let it be a mandate to collaborate more intentionally, invest in peace building and social cohesion, embrace innovation responsibly, and live out our civic duty as alumni who strengthen institutions and serve others. If we do this, when we gather again, we will not only be celebrating the story of American democracy, but also telling a stronger story of Nigerian communities transformed by exchange alumni leadership. I thank the planning committee, the state executives, the exchange program leaders, the US mission in Nigeria, and all alumni who worked tirelessly to make this celebration possible. Thank you for your dedication, creativity, and service. Together, let us carry the spirit of Freedom 250 forward and continue shaping the next generation of impact for Nigeria and for our shared collaboration with the United States. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's quickly call on the chairperson of the Freedom 2050 Planning Committee to deliver a very short vote of thanks.
No. Well, I think, thank you. Well, I think the national president has spoken, and our host in Lagos, Julie McKay, have also given some votes of thanks. I just want to say that this entire event would not be possible if certain persons have not come together to put this idea in place. So first of all, I want to thank the US Mission Nigeria, the US Embassy Abuja, and the US Consulate in Lagos for the tremendous support we have always enjoyed as alumni. Lots to its ambition. And then for the National Executive Council, and seated in this room is the National Secretary. I just wanted to stand up for recognition so that we can give a round of applause. I know he doesn't like it, but I'll be thank you so much for putting together this initiative. And of course, my planning committee members, wherever they are located across the nation, thank you so much for the sleepless night in putting this event together. And for all the state chapter coordinators who will be working tirelessly to also organize their local events, because this event is also happening across the entire nation. So state chapters coordinators and their leaders are also organizing mini event around their state. So I want to say thank you so much, and thank you, and thank you. God bless you.
I will let Amarachi do the closing comment. Close now.
Well, thank you, Sulaiman. I think I'll sit down for this one because all the thank yous are becoming so heavy now. Everybody's saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And I seem to be carrying a lot of them. So a big thank you to all the resource persons that have been here today. Uncle Sonny, our now Gen Z ancestor, and the likes of Dr. Toe, who moderated the session, Carolyn in Abuja, Dami here in Lagos, Dr. Babada, thank you also to everyone who made this possible. This has been a huge pleasure doing this. And I think it's interesting that, we're all gathered here. I think it's a very unique experience for us. Each of us has a story to tell about our exchange programs. We all know the impacts that's made in our lives. We all know the impacts we're making, around us. And, I think hearing from other people, other, alumni, also inspires you to do more. You're thinking about what they're doing and you're saying to yourself, okay, you need to do more. And that's something I love about USGEAA, because people are always outdoing each other. That's what it seems like. We're always outdoing each other. Many of the programs that have been done in the different states, different American spaces that we saw earlier in the video, very inspiring. So I want to say thank you from Lagos. I hope you can carry this thank you, Sulaiman, because it's a very big one. It's a very big one to everyone who's participated. Thank you so much. I hope that, we continue with this inspiration to continue with Freedom 250 and find new ways, new inspiring ways, to keep celebrating, this legacy that we've been part of. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me close by saying thank you, Amarachi Ubani, and of course, Chusaze, everyone, and the President, Josiah Bachukura. You guys have been awesome. I can't wait for you all to go back and have a very long, restful sleep. So on behalf of USG nationwide and in collaboration with the US Mission and American Spaces across Nigeria, I formally declare the Freedom 250 celebration closed. Thank you for company. Keep it straight on, keep collecting, keep reaching out, keep partnering, and make our world a very fantastic place to live in. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's the run of the channel.